What if the thing you're missing isn't motivation, not discipline, not some secret productivity hack? What if you're missing something way simpler, something your body understands better than your mind? Let me ask you a weird question. When was the last time you had a full thought, from beginning to end, without being interrupted? Not by people, by your phone, by noise, by your own restless mind. Because most of us don't think anymore. We react. We scroll. We respond. We jump from thought to thought like a frog on hot stones. And then we wonder why we feel anxious, why our plans collapse, why our discipline feels weak, why our mind feels crowded. Today, I want to give you one Stoic habit. Not 10, not 5, one. A habit that seems too simple until you do it consistently and realize it changes your whole inner life. It's a walk, but not a fitness walk, a Stoic walk. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to do it, how long it should be, what to think about, what not to think about, and how this habit quietly upgrades your life without you forcing anything. If you want more videos like this, simple habits with deep results, tap like so YouTube shows you more of this kind of content, and subscribe if you're building a stronger mind this year. Chapter 1. The problem. Nobody names. Let's be honest. Most people aren't tired because they're doing too much. They're tired because their mind is never off duty. Even when you're sitting, your mind is still working. Replaying conversations, predicting disasters, comparing your life, imagining arguments, regretting the past, worrying about the future. And there's a quiet cost to that. Your mind becomes like a messy room. You can still live in it, but nothing feels clean. So you try to fix it in the modern way. More content, more podcasts, more advice, more motivation, more routines, more apps. But here's the question. If your mind is crowded, why would you add more noise? The Stoics had a different approach. They didn't try to overpower the mind with more stimulation. They gave the mind space. They made room for clarity. Because clarity isn't something you chase, something you allow. And the simplest way to allow clarity is movement with silence. Not meditation in a perfect room, not a retreat, not a guru, just your feet, a path, and a mind that finally has the chance to finish a thought. Chapter 2. The Stoic Walk. So what is it? The Stoic Walk is a daily walk, with one rule that changes everything. No input, no music, no podcasts, no calls, no scrolling, no background noise, just you and your mind. And I know what you're thinking, but if I do that, I'll get bored. Good. Boredom is the doorway. Because boredom is what happens when your brain stops getting constant treats. And when the treats stop, something else appears, your real thoughts. At first it won't feel peaceful. It might feel annoying. Your mind will complain, "This is pointless. I should be doing something productive. This is uncomfortable. I need to check something." That's not a sign you're doing it wrong. That's your mind detoxing from constant stimulation. And this is where the Stoic mindset matters. You don't obey every thought. You observe it. You let the thought bark like a dog behind a fence, and you keep walking. Chapter 3. Why this works. Let's ask a deeper question. Why does a silent walk work better than forcing discipline? Because your mind has two modes. 1. Input mode, consuming, reacting, absorbing. 2. Output mode, thinking, creating, deciding, processing. Most people live stuck in input mode. They wake up, input. Commute, input. Work breaks, input. Evenings, input. Bedtime, input. Then they wonder why they can't plan their life. But planning requires output. Clarity requires output. Courage requires output. A silent walk is a forced switch. It tells your brain, we are not consuming right now, we are processing. And once your brain realizes it has space, it starts doing what it was built to do. Organize, prioritize, solve, release tension, make meaning. This is why your best ideas often come in the shower or while driving. Not because showers are magical, because those moments reduce input. The Stoic Walk makes that moment intentional. Chapter 4. The 3 questions. Now, here's where most people ruin it. They walk in silence, and they let the mind spiral into fear. So you need a simple framework. On your walk, you're going to guide your mind with 3 questions. Not 100 questions, just 3. Question 1. What is actually in my control today? Not what you wish you could control. Not what would be nice. What is actually in your control? Your actions, your effort, your attitude, your honesty, your preparation, your patience. This question pulls you out of helplessness, because helplessness is a mental fog. Question 2. What am I avoiding? This is the brave one. Sometimes you're not stuck because life is hard. You're stuck because you're avoiding a conversation, a decision, a responsibility, a boundary, a habit, a truth. Avoidance feels safe today and expensive tomorrow. Your walk is where you face it without drama. Question 3. What is the next clean step? Not the whole plan, not the perfect plan, just the next clean step. 1 phone call, 1 page, 1 workout, 1 apology, 1 no, 1 schedule change. Clarity isn't a lightning strike. It's a sequence of clean steps. If this is hitting you, leave a comment with the words Stoic Walk. I want to know you're actually doing it, not just watching it. Chapter 5. The 30-Day Challenge. Now let's make it real. Here's the 30-Day Stoic Walk Challenge. The rules. 10 minutes minimum. You can do more but never less. No input, no audio, no scrolling. Same time if possible. Consistency builds identity. 1 small note at the end, just 1 to 3 lines. That last part is important, because you don't want great thoughts that vanish. At the end of the walk, write, what's in my control today? What am I avoiding? What's the next clean step? That's it. Now, what happens across 30 days is subtle but powerful. Week 1, withdrawal. You feel restless. You feel bored. Your hand reaches for the phone. You realize how addicted to noise you became. Week 2, processing old emotions come up. You start noticing patterns, what triggers your anxiety, what drains your energy, what you keep delaying. Week 3, clarity. You start making quiet decisions. Not because you're hyped, because things become obvious. Week 4, identity. You stop needing motivation because you become someone who processes life daily, someone who resets daily, someone who doesn't drown in mental clutter. And when you build that identity, your whole life upgrades, not by force, by design. Chapter 6. The quiet payoff. Let's talk about what people really want. It's not success, it's peace. Not lazy peace, not running away peace, The kind of peace that comes from knowing I'm handling my life. The Stoic Walk gives you that. Because it trains a powerful skill, you can be alone with your own mind without needing an escape. That's strength. And once you have that strength, other people's opinions get quieter. Your impulses get weaker. Your discipline gets easier. Your priorities get clearer. Your anxiety loses fuel, because anxiety loves two things: uncertainty, constant stimulation. The Stoic Walk reduces both. It makes you familiar with yourself again. And when you're familiar with yourself, you stop being controlled. Chapter 7. Start today. So here's the deal. Don't make this complicated. After this video ends, pick a time. Right after waking up, or right after work, or after dinner. Put on your shoes. Leave your phone behind if you can, or keep it in your pocket on airplane mode. Walk for 10 minutes. And ask the 3 questions. 1. What is in my control today? 2. What is in my control today? 3. What is in my control today? Then write 1 to 3 lines when you get back. Do that for 30 days. And watch what happens. Because the goal isn't to become perfect. The goal is to become clear. And once you become clear, your life starts moving.